Christ is risen. It's Richard back again with another video looking at the Ages DCS app. Today, what I want to show you is that the app is, and the Ages platform in general, is not intended, first and foremost, to be a distribution mechanism for a particular library of text and music. To put it another way, the app by default contains a certain library of texts and music. Some of it is the translations of Father Seraphim. Some of it's the Old Holy Cross books. Our Psalter is the St. Athanasius Academy Septuagint, aka the Orthodox Study Bible. Our other scriptural readings come from the RSV. We have some texts that we use that we get from the OCA. We have the texts available of Father Ephraim Lash, so on and so forth. But it can be customized to include really any library of text and music that an individual, a parish, or even a jurisdiction might want. So what I'm going to show you today, and this is something that happens with some frequency. We got a note from a parish in the Bay Area saying, "Hey, we're going to do an all-night vigil. Can you come up with? Can you create a service for us, a service text for us?" And sure, that was no problem. And we created that, and it's accessible on the app. They provided, they provided the rubrics and the texts and the scores that they wanted us to use. We created the service, and we made it available. So, with their kind permission, let me show you what it is that we generated for them. Okay, so you launch the Ages DCS app. And as we've talked about in the last couple of videos, in the commonly available stuff in the app, you go to the service calendar, you select a service, you launch it, and you have, let's call it a standard version of the service for that particular morning. Basically a standard cut of Matins according to usual parish practice in the Greek Orthodox Archdiocese. You just have the Katavasias, you have the Gospel between the Katavasia for Ode 8 and Ode 9, no stichologia for the praises at this point, and so on. So when you get a custom service from us, then to launch it in the app, what you need to do is you need to get out of the service calendar. You need to go to the file manager in the main menu and then tap account, and you enter a server name that you get from us. And this is as I said in the intro, a vigil service we did for some folks in the Bay Area last winter, and we gave them the server name of Santa Cruz GOA, so that's what we enter here. Tap Save Changes, confirm. It makes sure the connection is good. And then you got it. So now what you have to do is get out of there. You have to refresh your media. So go to the services calendar, tap the refresh button down in the lower left-hand corner, and hey, there's the service we created last winter for this vigil. Now, after setting up the new server, what you also then have to do is get out of the app, close it, and restart it. Otherwise, you get that error that we just saw when you try to launch the service. So close, reopen, go into the service, and hey, there is Vespers for the vigil with all the custom rubrics and scores. So this was for St. Porphyrios, and we start with the Psalm verse. I shall go into your house. And we put Matins. So our services are arranged by the day on which they're celebrated. So Vespers is on the evening before, Matins is on the Matins and Divine Liturgy on the day of. So when we do a vigil service, you get 2 dates. So here's all the media for the Vesper section. Again, download all the media first while you have a Wi-Fi connection. And here you go. And these guys wanted an Anixandaria. So there's the Anixandaria, and the score is a custom Greek and English score with the Greek Anixandaria of Phocaefs, and then the English verses for the left choir by John Michael Boyer. So that score was one they provided, and we put it up. And what else do we have? This was a litany score that they provided, and you can see that continuous scrolling works here. They also wanted to do the kathismata, the actual psalms. And so they provided scores for that. And for stuff they didn't provide, you get the scores that we already pre-populate our public stuff with by default. But you can customize any score selection you want. Okay, so that's Vespers. Let's give a look at Matins. This was also a hierarchical celebration, so all the hierarchical rubrics are here. Again, download all of your media ahead of time. And something else that these folks wanted was polyaleos. So there's the polyaleos. And then they also wanted a full canon, so here's the full canon. All 8 odes, it's all there. The Kathismata in the middle of the canon, and so on. Right, and there's the Kelevson, since it's a hierarchical orthros. These guys wanted the stichologia for the praises for their orthros, so we include that. We're able to do that. All the prosomia. And then also the inclusion of first hour at the end of orthros. They wanted that, so we can include that. And so that's orthros. So now, and then for divine liturgy, obviously we saw that we also provided third and sixth hour for the day. So let's go into divine liturgy, download all of our media. And these guys wanted Typica with Beatitudes, so that's fine. We're able to provide that. So all of these rubrics were to the specifications of the parish requesting these services. So it was their choice of rubrics, their choice of text, their choice of music. All very doable. And there's the hierarchical trisagion. So if you ever have a hierarchical visit that you feel there's somebody, perhaps yourself, perhaps somebody, whomever it might be, who is perhaps insecure about hierarchical rubrics, that certainly is a category that includes me. We can provide a hierarchical service that you can view in the app, no problem. There was the FEMI for the celebrating hierarch. We can include that. And so on. And here's the right ton despotin for a bishop. And there we go. That's the end of the vigil. So when you're done with the custom service, you need to go back to the public version, go back into your server settings, tap reset to defaults. Refresh the service calendar, close out, restart, and everything's back to normal. Okay, so the long and the short of this is, if there is anything custom that you need, let us know. We can generate it for you. We do custom work for a fee. Yes, we'll discuss that with you when you make the request. And your customized services are available on the app once we generate them. I hope this has been informative, and there'll be another video coming soon. All right, have a great day. Bye.